everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail with all the necessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
Once a year, I get drunk in a darkened house for a week. I get drunk and watch Eraserhead, as I think we all do sometimes. It's my vacation.
And on the other side of the table is Dr. Syintist.
Anyone want to get weird and play Mario Kart?
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, I ate the whole deer in like 12 days. Welcome to Plotty Time.
That one egg was 40 eggs?
That's a big fucking pile of garbage.
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something.
Like dick piercing?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon.
It's still sexy. How could that be close and not be
Yeah,
right?
I'll just kill some random dude.
If you want cheese, you get a milk.
You're waiting for Pete.
No, I can hate on it. It sucked. Boners.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Plotty Time, the podcast that just discovered the best condiment that ever existed, and I have to tell you two guys about it.
Is it,
Spicy brown mustard.
I was going to say ghost pepper ketchup.
Oh, that's not bad too.
No, but we're in the same wheelhouse, I'll tell you that.
Taco Bell hot sauce from a bottle.
No, what? Can I say it?
Okay.
It's okay. Hidden Valley Ranch, they now have a garlic ranch.
I'm not a big fan of Hidden Valley Ranch.
Well, you know what it tastes like?
Garlic ranch.
Yes, but you know what else it tastes like?
Garlic dipping sauce.
Yeah, that garlic butter dipping sauce is exactly what it tastes
From
like.
Domino's?
Oh,
From like the
Papa
Papa
John's.
John's one.
Oh, I don't eat Papa John's.
well, I'm sure you did at one point.
Never.
They're fucking.
I don't think I've
Well,
ever had Papa
the
John's.
garlic dipping sauce, it's the same everywhere. That's
Yeah,
what
it's
it tastes
butter
like.
and fucking garlic.
And it's amazing.
All right.
I suggest you guys check it out. I thought there'd be a bigger reception, but that's okay. You know,
I like ranch and I like garlic. I don't know if I like the flavors mixed.
give it a shot. It's worth it. Like especially on pizza. Get at it.
Oh, yeah. I'd mix anything with ranch, I think.
I don't know,
Avocado ranch.
I'm not a big ranch on pizza guy.
Cucumber ranch is amazing.
We also got the dill ranch, but I haven't tried that.
Ooh. Dill's the new hotness this year, I'm telling you.
I can't.
It is. It's everywhere.
It's in everything.
I know.
It's popping up everywhere. I like dill pickles. I don't know if you guys ever had those.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Kosher?
Kosher and non.
Whoa. Dude, dill, Frank's Red Hot dill is fucking awesome.
We also get like dill cheese.
Oh, yeah. Havarti cheese with dill in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you're talking. Now
That's
you're
pretty
talking
wild.
language.
I'm pretty much a fan of dill.
Yeah, me too. Oh, I have this awesome spice from, I think it's McCormick. They make garlicky dill spice, like seasoning. It's fucking awesome.
Way to bring it right back all the way around. How about that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's no Tony Satchery's, I bet.
No.
Do you ever have that?
No.
I don't even know
It's
what
like-
the fuck you're talking. I'm out of this conversation.
Tony Satchery's, it's like an all-around Cajun spice that you just throw in fucking whatever.
Like a seasoned
it's very,
sauce, spicy.
Yeah, it's like a
Okay.
season type thing, like a Mrs. Dash type situation.
Word.
Ms. Dash? Mrs. Dash?
She's married.
Oh. Of course she is. What else did I do? Oh, I watched Late Night with the Devil, guys. I got through the whole
Oh,
thing.
you got through the whole thing? Nice.
What'd you think of the ending?
I don't know. I mean, I thought it was appropriate for the movie, but it's nothing new I haven't seen before, you know? So I thought they did the whole thing well. I liked it a lot more than I didn't like it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Do you think the cleansing hour was better?
I think it was a lot more fun.
So I'll take that as a yes.
I want to rewatch The Cleansing Hour. Like, I would rewatch that before I rewatched Late Night with the Devil.
I agree.
Yeah, it was kind of slow and like it feels long. Late Night with the Devil. You know what I mean?
It did. I really liked the format, though, how they did like the Carson style show and then had the behind the scenes footage.
Yeah, that was cool.
Like how it was done. I thought that was pretty cool. And his like sidekick who like, I don't think we should be messing with the devil, guys. That guy.
You know who his sidekick reminded me of? A movie I watched. Did you ever see Deadpool 2 when he starts recruiting the X-Force guys?
Yes.
With Cable, I've seen, yeah.
Yeah, well, he brings up the hiring thing, and he gets a normal guy, Peter. And he's just like, Peter, I have type 1 and 2 diabetes. And they're like, that's all the diabetes. He's like, you don't have any superpowers? He's like, no, I'm just a regular guy. I want to be a superhero. And they're like, all right, you're in. That's what reminds me of that guy for some reason.
Is that like is that Rob Delaney, that character? Just
Yeah.
the regular guy who
Oh, okay.
immediately gets plastered, I think.
Well, no, he lands all right. And then, because I watched Deadpool 2, I can go through this with you. With Zeitgeist, the Skarsgård kid, he lands in the wood chipper and he goes over to save him and then he pukes like acidic acid all over him and he dies.
I forgot all about that.
That's such a great scene, though, when they all jump out of the helicopter.
And most of them die except for like Deadpool and Lucky.
Yeah, Deadpool and Domino survive. And the Vanisher, you don't know is real until he hits the power lines and you find out it's Brad Pitt.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, so canonically in the Marvel Universe, Brad Pitt's the Vanisher.
Yeah, I've only ever seen that when it came out. I haven't seen it since.
Yeah, same.
I just watched him because the new Deadpool movie's coming out in a month. So it's like,
Yeah, it's a month from now, though.
yeah. But it's still funny.
Okay.
Okay. I watched a movie too that I somehow had never seen before. I watched this little indie film from the 80s. You guys ever hear of Beverly Hills Cop?
Never saw it.
No. Well, who's in it? Judge Reinhold?
Yeah, Judge Arnold and Eddie Murphy. I thought I'd seen it. Like I thought I did, but I think I was getting it confused with like the first Lethal Weapon.
Okay.
Is that the one where he puts a banana in his tailpipe?
Yeah, it sure is. He's getting away from the other cops that are following him because he's on vacation but still investigating. I thought like Eddie Murphy was a cop in Beverly Hills. No, he's a cop in Detroit that went to Beverly Hills to solve his friend's murder.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, yeah, I haven't seen it since probably the fucking 80s.
Dude, if I saw it, I don't remember any of it.
I thought I'd seen it. You know, one of those you see it forever ago, but I didn't remember anything. Eddie Murphy's fucking fantastic in it. He really is great.
Yeah.
Like you could see it. You could see it. That kid's gonna be big.
Wasn't he already on Saturday Night Live and stuff then?
Probably.
Saturday Night Live wasn't as big. Well, I guess it was, yeah. It's pretty huge the whole time.
I mean, but back then there was a big difference between being on Saturday Night Live and starring in a movie.
True, but, you know.
All right.
I gotta watch the other 2, 3. There's a new one coming out, isn't there?
Is there?
There's
think
new
so.
Bad Boys coming out.
Oh, yeah, can't wait. Even though I don't think they can top the second one.
I don't think I've ever seen either of those.
Second one's good. Third one's okay.
I don't think I ever saw the third. Did it take place in Miami?
Well,
That's kind of a joke. I'm pretty sure they all do.
I think I don't remember what happens in which ones. But yeah.
Are you confusing it with Lethal Weapon also?
Yeah. I remember he gets fucked at the drive-thru. Okay.
Okay.
Sammy gets. Or
I
something.
assume Joey Pants was in it. He has to be in it.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. I guess, that's right. In the new one, like, Joey Pants is under investigation for being corrupt like his entire career.
Isn't that Joe Pesci in the third Lethal Weapon movie?
No, stop trying to make me convince these.
No, he wasn't even a cop. They had to watch
Joe
him.
Pesci was never a cop in those. He became like an honorary cop in the last. What does it matter? Why are we talking about Lethal Weapon? You're
You said
forcing
it.
it, Dr.
I don't know.
Scientist.
Let's talk about Civil War. You guys see that movie yet?
No.
No, I haven't. Is it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's just like a war movie that takes place in the United States. It's pretty cool.
So it's like at least a couple dozen games that we've talked about.
Yeah, but no, it follows 4 journalists that just trying to make it to DC to interview the president, and it's just all a war zone. It's pretty neat.
Where do they start? Like, where are they going through?
Virginia, I think.
So they
Or
have to get
maybe
from
they're going
Virginia
New
to
York.
DC?
I don't know. It's like 500 miles wherever they're starting from.
Or maybe New York.
Maybe.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, that sounds right there. There you go. Fucking New York, all right?
Okay, geez. I was just asking.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good. Check it out. I mean, the ending is pretty weak, but
I'm probably not going to watch
it's
it.
not what you think it is. You know what I mean? It's,
Yeah, but what is something that I'd want to watch?
I don't know.
You know me
Depends.
by now.
I like the actors in it. They were great.
Who's in it?
I don't know their names. Kirsten Dunst was good.
Oh, Kirsten Dunst
Jesse
is all right.
Plemons.
And I don't
is
know who
always
the
good.
guy was.
I can't think of a thing Kirsten Dunst did that I don't like.
I can. That fucking movie where the world's ending and she's getting married.
Melancholia?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I didn't like it. It's too long for me.
It was a weird movie.
Yeah,
It was real weird.
Yeah.
It was one of those movies where I watched it and I'm like, that was pretty. Never want to watch that again.
Oh yeah, I don't think I want to
Yeah,
watch
exactly.
it.
Never.
But she's in like The Virgin Suicides and Interview with a Vampire. Those are both, well, I can't say fun movies,
Yeah.
but
Do you know who Wagner Mora is?
oh yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, he does a good job.
I have no idea who he is.
Yeah, me neither. I'm looking it up. I've never seen him in anything else.
You know what I watched that had nobody I knew in it?
No.
It's a new show on Netflix by Neil Gaiman.
Oh, yeah?
It's called Dead Boy Detectives. And I lied. I know who one person is in it.
I knew it. That's why I couldn't fucking guess it.
Dead boy detective.
Yeah, they're two like
dead children who are detectives?
well, they're like teenagers, but they're
Okay.
like spirits. And there's a medium that works with them and try and solve cases to get other spirits to go to the afterlife.
That sounds like something I've already.
Casper?
Yeah, I guess it's
Friendly
kinda like
Ghost?
Casper.
Yeah.
But it was by Neil Gaiman, so I guess it's
So it's weirder. Maybe.
yeah. It's not as good as Sandman was, not even close, but it's still all right.
Oh, that's good.
And the only person I actually know from it is, I don't even know her name, but she plays Rowena from Supernatural. She's in it. That's about the only person I know.
Sweet. It's worth watching.
I think so. If you like Neil Gaiman type stuff.
I kind of.
Yeah.
What's it on?
Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh, you did just say that. Sorry. I was saying it again because maybe like some people out there didn't listen
definitely
and hear
not
it,
you.
you know?
Yeah, most people don't
definitely not me.
listen.
No.
And then,
No.
but I also watched this movie about another journalist. It's called Monolith.
Why does that sound so familiar?
I don't know. She makes podcasts about these weird black bricks that people just appear in their lives and weird shit happens.
Is this a documentary or
No, it's played like
a drama?
that.
Oh, okay. I see what it is. It's a feature film, a fictional movie.
Yes. But
Okay.
the fucking main actress in that.
Is whom?
Lily Sullivan.
Yeah.
Oh, what's she in? That name sounds
I don't know.
familiar.
She's a regular on Comedy Bang Bang.
Oh,
She was Beth in Evil Dead Rise.
never saw that.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah.
She was also she was in one of them Viking shows.
Vikings?
I'm still loading it.
V.
V is completely different than Vikings.
That wasn't about
No.
V.
I thought I had it. Wait, who am I thinking of?
I don't know.
Oh no, I was thinking. Oh my goodness. So Evil Dead Rise. Beth is the woman that is the sister.
Yeah,
the
the
guitar
one
tech.
I
comes
wonder
back,
why I didn't know who you were
right?
talking about.
Yeah. She's not the one who comes back. That's the mom, the redhead.
No,
she was
comes
the one.
back to the house in the beginning, and like she's just visiting her sister. Okay.
Yes, that's Beth. I was thinking of the mom who has the red hair, who came back from the dead, who is in the Viking shows.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, so you were misleading me.
Well, one of the leads in Evil Dead Rise was in a Viking show.
Yeah. There you go.
Like
And it wasn't
Vikings.
Lily Sullivan.
it was Alyssa Sutherland who played. Oh, she was in Vikings.
Okay.
Queen Oslong, Princess Oslaw.
Oh, all right. I know who that is.
Well, I'm glad we got to the bottom of
Yeah,
it.
you should watch Vikings though if you haven't ever seen it.
I have not. I'm not really into the Viking shows.
You should listen.
Is
to her
Vikings
on,
the one that makes fun of
Comedy
them?
Bang
Which is the silly one?
the
Well, she's not silly in Vikings.
no?
There's Vikings, and then there's a show, I think it's on Netflix, that sort of makes fun of the popularity of Vikings and other Viking shows that all came out around the same time.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You guys really aren't up to in the Viking community. That's cool. I thought you guys were.
I'm not
different,
up on
but
the
that's fine.
Netflix. I don't fucking have it. All right, get off my back.
Norsemen. That's the name of it. That's the
X-Men?
parody show.
I couldn't hear you. Sorry.
Norsemen.
Oh, yeah.
We've all heard of that.
Yeah.
Duh.
Well, not being Norsemen, there was a movie I watched that took place in that general vicinity in Norway
Oh yeah.
called Lords of Chaos.
Oh, that's the band from Alan Wake, isn't
I
it?
was gonna say, is it a band of? Sounds like a metal band.
It is. It's a black metal band. It's the story of what's their name?
Lords of Chaos?
Is it the Lords of Chaos? Is that what I think they had a different name originally. But it's that crazy metal band where the lead singer killed himself and then one of
Burnt
the
down a
other
church.
Yeah, they burned down churches. One of the other band members like took a picture of like the suicide scene. That was the cover of their next album.
And he ate a piece of the guy's brain. Yeah.
Supposedly, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I know that story already. I don't need to fucking watch it.
Mayhem was the name of the band.
Oh.
Was it serious?
Yeah. It stars Rory Culkin as Euronymous, Emery Cohen as Varg Vikernes. Jack Kilmer is dead. If you guys haven't seen it, it's great. It's dark. It is dark.
Well, that's right down my alley. What was it called?
Lords of Chaos.
Okay.
That is
Trailer.
the band from Alan Wake, right?
No.
They are the Sons.
I don't think so, but let me check.
I don't think I've ever looked up this many things.
I know, right?
Well,
The Old Gods of Asgard.
that's
you
it.
go.
We were close.
Yeah, close enough. Fuck it.
I also noticed this has nothing to do with what we watched or did, but I was editing the Full Throttle episode, and I thought it was very funny that since we're all from the same place, we all say Maureen the same way.
How else do you say it?
Like, instead of saying Maureen, when we say it quickly, we drop the U, so it's Marine.
Marine?
Like,
Marine.
almost like
Oh.
marine, like aquatic.
Yeah. Well, I hope you edited that out.
No, I fix every single. I had to go in and use AI to match your voice so it would fix it.
Oh, that's fair. There's plenty of my voice out there on the internet that can do anything with it.
Yeah, absolutely. You could be narrating the State of the Union.
We
next
should
year.
invest in an AI that just goes off of Plotty Time episodes.
And does what?
I don't know. Talks
Just
like us.
does it for us.
Then we don't have to do it.
Oh, just does it for us. Gotcha. Gotcha. I just got in my mind, I was like, we feed it all the Plotty Time episodes, then what? what do we do with it? Like, do we unleash it onto... It's like, no, we'll just re-record.
Yeah,
No,
just-
not have to be here.
Feed it all the episodes and then tell it to describe the game.
Yeah.
And boom.
That wouldn't end up perfect.
If we can't do it yet, give it like a year.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
be able to do that easily.
Get that shit on lockdown.
I don't know. I saw a post where someone asked AI how many R's were in strawberry, and it kept insisting there were 2.
Well, there are.
Strawberry.
The second one's silent.
And he's like, because he kept saying 2, and then he kept responding to it, and then the one was like, no, there's one in the 3rd position, the 8th, and the 9th position, or something like that. And he says, and then the AI responded, those letters are A, B, and C.
Yeah, well, AI is not perfect yet.
No, not yet.
Exactly.
It's really funny because now in like the corporate world, they're like, no, AI is not going to take anyone's job. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
It's gonna be taking some people's jobs.
It's probably going to take CEO jobs first.
Absolutely. You cut the fat. You know, you get rid of the roles you don't need first, right?
Yeah, exactly. So get rid of the CEOs. That saves the companies.
At least I think we're
Millions
worth
of
more
dollars.
than CEOs. It should go CEOs, then Plotty Time podcast.
Oh, we get cut. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, after the CEOs, of course.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
too expensive.
Of course.
It's unsustainable.
I also watched Conan Must Go. Have you guys seen that?
Is it about Conan O'Brien?
Yeah.
Does he go on vacation?
So you know how he has that podcast, Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend?
Yeah.
So this is like the second part of it where he makes friends during the podcast and then he just fucking shows up at their door and says, hey, how's it going? And now he's in that country.
Oh,
So
does
he did
make-
one in like Norway and he did one in Brazil.
Does he just make friends with random ass people on that podcast? Or
I suppose so, yeah. And does like Skype calls with them.
oh, I thought it was all just famous people he talked to.
There's a lot of that too.
You should get him on Plotty Time podcast to be his friend.
Right?
No, I'll go be his friend. I have to go to him. Come on, this is Conan O'Brien. We got to go to his podcast.
I'll do it.
Yeah, if he wants the bump in viewership.
Yeah. Take all 30 of them.
Then he'll fly out to beautiful Pennsylvania.
He would love it.
But it's very much Conan going into real situations and yucking it up. So if you're not a Conan fan, it's not going to be for you. But I like it, so I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
What if you think he's okay?
Well, then get
I don't know.
out.
He can be a lot sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's always on.
Yeah.
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 And it's just him talking to people and doing that. But there's some really good stuff in there. I still think I've seen, I think every episode of the show. I think there's only like 4 or 6 or something like that. But I think his role on the detective show with what's his name was a lot funnier.
Oh, that improv detective show with
Yeah.
Job.
God, what's his name? I'm blanking.
Job. Bluth.
Joe Bluth. That's it.
Murderville.
Yeah.
There it is. Where he had to eat the hot sauce and he just kept dumping it on his sandwich.
Yeah.
That was one of the funnier things I've seen in a while.
For real. Good stuff, Conan.
Yeah, that's all I did or watched. I played a lot of Fallout too.
Fallout 2 or Fallout also?
Fallout 4 also.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't play anything this week.
I played a game called Nobody Saves the World.
What happens?
Did you tell me about this?
I probably, because it's kind of a fun game. It's like a isometric type, but you play as this guy who wakes up and he has the ability to change his form into different things. His name is Nobody, which is where the name of the game comes
Oh.
And like you eventually master these forms and go all the way through and try and save the world from being taken over by a evil fungus type thing.
Oh, right. I've looked at this game multiple times.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every minute I played it. I played it a lot. I played it like 15 hours.
Is it funny?
It's okay.
Looks like it has some humor to it.
Yeah, it does. It's not like ha funny, but
Okay.
I enjoyed playing it. I did.
Is it grindy?
If you want to get all the forms all maxed out.
Oh, okay. So like what's it called? Castlevania.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
But like you start with a rat form, and when you get that up to like D level or something, you get other forms, and they unlock other forms. And
Oh, neat. Yeah, I'll have to check it out if it's on sale.
Dope. I don't think I should get the new college football game, but I kind of want to get the college football game.
get it, the smell-o-vision. That'll be great.
I don't think that works that way because the smell-o-vision only has a couple things. And by the way, you guys are fucking pathetic out there. You can't even get to 100 upvotes, and it's still going. I'm letting that go.
It'll be on there for years.
Apparently, you still can buy the thing on Amazon. Let me take a look here.
Yeah, I hope so.
Well,
Well, if there's one industrious fan just wants to buy it for you.
we should be like an OnlyFans star and put like an Amazon wish list out there.
That'd be great.
Do it.
It's like, what does he need a $300 toothbrush for?
Sign up for a Plotty Time Amazon wish list.
Yeah, it has fucking nothing to do with video games or the podcast.
Well, it'll be smell-o-vision at least.
I'm going to put my normal deodorant on there just so I don't
Yeah,
have
me
to.
too.
Oh God, what was it called?
I just remember smell-o-vision.
I don't know. Who cares? That's not important right now.
What is important?
The robbery's what's important now.
I found it. Game Scent.
Oh. It's much less impressive than I remember it being.
Right?
It's because I've been calling it smell-o-vision.
It's one word, game, and then
Oh.
scent, like a SCENT, like a smell.
Mm-hmm.
You just
Oh,
you
I
didn't
got it.
understand it on the same level that I did.
Probably.
I would have called it stink hole.
No, nice. I like that name better.
Audio to scent translation.
That's fucking amazing.
What happens if you fart in the room?
I don't know. Sense.
You got to get this and figure this all out, Poppascotch.
Well, I'm trying to read you the thing. You keep it. Scents include with the starter kit: gunfire, explosion, racing,
I thought he was going to say
Storm.
racism for some reason.
forest, and the air neutralizer. I don't think you can count the air neutralizer as one of the scents.
I think explosions, gunfire, and racing probably all smell similar too.
At least
Yeah.
gunfire and explosions are very close.
Yeah.
Oh God, there's new scents coming soon.
Oh.
Ocean, fresh cut grass, zombie, blood,
Ugh. What
Fire.
zombies got
Fresh cut grass. What game do you getting fresh cut grass?
Lawnmower
diner
simulator.
/ restaurant. What does that mean?
Smells like my clothes when
Like-
I get off of work.
I was going to say dirty grease.
French fries.
Yeah.
That stale French fry grease smell.
Yeah.
Like you only get when you're standing in front of a fire or in front of a fryer.
We got it.
If you know that smell, you're one of the real ones.
Fuck yeah, I do. What?
So, not to force it along here, but you got any news for us, Poppascotch?
Oh God, someone's got somewhere to be. Jeez, I guess.
Yeah, it's you.
We talk. That's not till hours from now.
Well,
But anyway.
I go to the news first.
Oh, you got
Maybe
news.
jump one from you.
Whoa.
Okay, go
Is it
ahead.
the new Taco Bell invention? Do you have that on your list?
No, I did not. Why don't you tell the people about it?
I am. It's a giant Cheez-It. You can either get like that's just like the thing where they just pile meat and shit on top of it and eat it like that. But it's the one it's a giant Cheez-It. It's about that big. I know.
Oh, I know what
yeah.
a cheese it is.
Yeah, we weren't asking questions about the cheese.
I'm just like, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, it's just like a Mexican pizza with a Cheez-It on the bottom instead of the flat thing. That's one of them. I didn't get that one, but I did get the Crunch Wrap with the Cheez-It inside.
Oh, now you're talking.
It's okay. It's mid.
It's just a regular cheese, and not a hot and spicy cheese.
No, yeah, it's a regular Cheez-It.
That's stupid.
And I took the advice from the internet and got it made there because they said if you wait too long, like if you order and pick it up too late,
Oh,
it gets all mushy. Yeah.
yeah, that checks out.
But my recommendation is go buy a box of Cheez-Its and then buy something from Taco Bell and just put the Cheez-Its in it if you like it.
Yeah, that sounds. Why? Yeah,
It's a lot cheaper too.
why wouldn't they just do that?
Yeah, I was one of those people that discovered putting chips on your sandwiches way too late in life. I wish I would have learned that earlier.
What?
Dude, I've been doing that since I was like 5.
For real?
I haven't. I
huh?
did it since I was like, I don't know, 36.
Oh my god! You ever try a peanut butter Dorito sandwich, man?
No,
Dude.
I'm not a psychopath.
Dude, it's really good.
Just crushed up Doritos and peanut butter.
yeah,
Dude, eat crushed up Doritos on any kind of sandwich.
yeah, really. But it's delicious.
Oh, you know what else I saw? This is kind of in the wheelhouse, but they made cinnamon toast crunch breakfast taco shells.
Oh.
Okay, now wait. Now
That
don't get
sounds
too
sexy.
excited. You think it's going to be amazing.
No, it
But
sounds
from what
terrible.
I heard from the review, the tacos are just like your regular ass corn, like hard tacos with like
Cinnamon
the
dust.
cinnamon toast dust on the outside.
Ah.
It's not even like a pastry style thing or anything like that.
Oh,
What
yeah.
a bummer.
Forget that, man.
I'm trying to get breakfast tacos going here, like breakfast taco pastries, and they're making my life harder.
Yeah, well, I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. What will help make my life a little bit easier is the fact that Wendy's will now sell you a 50 nugget bucket.
For what? $60?
No, it's like $15.
What?
It's not bad.
50 nuggets for $15? That's a pretty good deal.
Prices vary depending on where you live, but
Also,
you
it's
can
probably
grab
like $45 where we are.
50 nuggets in a bucket at a participating Wendy's for between $12 to $15. There's a website that'll help you find the Wendy's that have the 50 nugget bucket.
What is it?
Wendy's.com.
Wendy'sNugParty.com. 2 G's. 2 G's, dog.
2 G's. Oh, shit. That's why it's not working.
Well, Wendy's has always been decent. They always had the $5 meal box. It's great deal.
Wendy's is one of those that I should be going to it more often, and I just don't.
Yeah. It's better than McDonald's or Burger King. Dare I say Taco Bell.
I see the problem is, like, I always crave Burger King, but I think that's because I see so few of them down here.
It's that flame broiled taste.
Yeah, not the actual frame broiling, just the taste of it. Oh, sick. My local Wendy's right down the street has it.
Oh, shit. Someone's getting Uber Eats.
No.
Oh, it's only $40 then.
I wonder how much it should I see if I do a DoorDash here, see what it comes up to. This is quality podcast. No. We got to move this shit along.
Yeah, let's just go.
What other news I got besides 50 nugs? Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is confirmed.
What happened to 3 or 4 or 5?
There was Black Ops 3. No, there's Black Ops 4. Black Ops 5 was Black Ops Cold War. And now this is Black Ops 6.
Was there a 4?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It was the same logo as 3, but then that was the one that was online only. That was the only one that didn't have a campaign.
Oh, maybe I never played it.
That's why I never played it. But yeah, there's an advertising campaign with the slogan, "The Truth Lies." Seems to be like espionage focused, like Black Ops Cold War, with stuff taking place around the Gulf War.
Definitely has the zombies.
Yeah, I'm trying to... but now I hear Gobblegum is back, and I'm like, I don't even know if I want to do it.
I don't know what that is.
It sounded like a setup for a joke.
Gobble gum these nuts.
Yeah. I can't believe I didn't say Wendy's nuts when he was talking about Wendy's.
Yeah.
I need to get you some caffeine before this.
Right.
So Gobble Gum is stuff that you can earn or get. Check this out. Buy it with your real money and Call of Duty points, where it'll give you power-ups during a match. But it's like a one-match only thing.
Yeah, I'm good. They just unsold me.
Like, I still haven't gotten the last Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3. I have no intention to. Maybe if it goes on sale for $5 or it's on like PlayStation for free, I'll give it a shot.
I still don't think I would.
Fine. Jeez.
Well, I'm just saying, all right, fucking okay. Oh, it's all your opinions today.
Nice. I don't know. I want Call of Duty to be good. Like, I really do.
Yeah.
I want to enjoy it again like I did with Zombies and Black Ops Cold War, and I hope it's as good, if not better. But I'm not getting my hopes up.
No, been hurt too many times.
Way too many. It's just how it is. You know, if you're going to like video games, you're going to get burned.
I hear that.
Know what else I got for news? Oh, I also saw that Black Ops 6 is going to come to PS4 and Xbox One, as well as PS5 and Xbox Series SX. So the previous generation's also getting it.
Yeah, most, like 50% of the PlayStation players are still on the 4, so why not?
I thought it was interesting that the news came out that half of the PlayStation user base is still on PlayStation 4. That part wasn't surprising, but then they added that the PlayStation 5 was still, they made more money already off PlayStation 5 than they ever did off PlayStation 4 because of microtransactions.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Because they weren't as popular, you know, when the PS4 came out as they are now.
It's only a matter of time before they ship a PlayStation to every house and just make all their money on microtransactions.
Yeah. I mean, or they just move everything to the cloud and we're back to Google Stadia.
Yeah,
That'd
exactly.
Be awesome. But I did pick up, I don't know if I said it on the podcast, I told you guys the PlayStation Portal, the handheld.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, it works pretty goddamn good. Like, way better than I thought it would.
Really?
In the house, it's flawless, because my PlayStation 5 is wired in.
Yeah.
And if I go on the road, it depends on what my wireless is like at my location. But if it's a good wireless connection, it takes like a minute to like kind of get up to speed. But once it does, it works great.
Interesting.
No complaints.
How much was it?
$200.
See, that's not even terrible considering a pro controller's $200.
Which I still haven't bought. I think I'm proud of myself for that. Well, you know why I didn't buy it? Because I heard a YouTuber that I really like to watch for my Chell content. He always uses PlayStation 5, and he said he's gone through 3 of those controllers. Like, they eventually break, or the battery life is worse than the other controllers.
Yeah, fuck that.
So, no, if they're like the battery is 3 times as long as any PlayStation 5 controller, they might have sold me on that.
Yeah, that'd be worth the $200 right there.
But instead of like, actually, it's less. Oh, well, then why would I buy this? You can kind of customize your buttons. No thanks.
You have to plug it in after 3 hours of playing.
Yeah, $100? $30 more than your controller? We might have a conversation, but $200? Can't.
Lost.
Can't do it. Want to do it. Can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then last piece of news I have here for you, Dr. Syintist.
Oh, yeah?
Jeffrey Wright. You know the actor Jeffrey Wright?
He's dead.
No, he's not dead.
Okay.
He played a voice actor in The Last of Us, the video game, and now he is going to be playing the actor in the second season he's going to be playing the part in the second season of The Last of Us.
Still haven't played the game.
Yeah, you never played the second one, did you?
Nope.
I still think it's great.
One of these days, maybe.
Yeah, it's fucking worth it.
If it's ever $10, I'll buy it.
Well, they're just going to be re-releasing it for fucking ever, I guess.
Yeah, seriously.
That's not me being mad at you, Dr. Scientist. It's just every fucking... Like, didn't it come out natively for PS5, and now they did a remaster for PS5?
I think so.
No, it wasn't native.
No, you're right, because it came out in, like, right when the pandemic started, right? Or, like, April, maybe May of that year.
Yeah.
2020, and then PS5 came out in the fall. But still, they released, like, a PS5 version of it, and then they re-released the remaster recently.
Yeah, the remaster was like a year after it came out.
That's what I'm getting at. I'm not big... Like, look, if you want to skip generations and, like, update the game like they did with Dead Space, fuck yeah, give me that remaster all day.
Yeah.
But if you're just going to make it the same game, like, a year later, fuck off.
Yeah, seriously, it just came out in 2020, and then they remastered it in this year, 2024.
All right, well, let's just get to the game. Let's move it.
Let's fucking do it.
Poppascotch is getting hot. All right, let's get into the game, guys. How about it?
Let's fucking do it.
The game we're talking about today is Borderlands, the pre-sequel.
Oh.
Never heard of it.
It was released October 14th, 2014. And as always, I wanted to name a couple of the games that came out right around this time. And we got some good ones here. The first one was a game, I don't know if you guys played it, really hit for me. I loved it. Sleeping Dogs, the definitive edition came out.
Oh, yeah?
No, is that hacker cell phone game?
No, that's Watch Dogs.
Oh,
Sleeping
okay.
Dogs is like Grand Theft Auto in Hong Kong.
Oh, no, I never played that.
It's good. I liked it. And also, that was October 14th, same day. And then the same day again, The Evil Within came out.
Oh, yes.
Which was pretty big, considering it was like an indie game.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah.
It was
I
alright.
remember playing it and it being so fucking hard. Like, they really ammo starved you, and I got frustrated and stopped playing because I couldn't get past the part.
Yeah. I hate games that ammo starve you.
And then the other game that came out this day, The Walking Dead, the Telltale series.
Jeez.
That was the start of it all, guys.
That seems so long ago.
Yeah.
I know, but they release like 9 games a year for like 5 years, and we're all like, guys, bump the fucking brakes. Actually, we're bankrupt. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, we put out too many games.
Sorry. We really thought you would have bought the same numbers as you did for all of these games that you did for Walking Dead, but you guys didn't buy it.
Yeah.
And then October 21st this year, the next week was Need for Speed Rivals, which I really enjoyed.
All right,
Never
yeah.
played it.
Need for Speeds are always decent.
And then also 1021, a previous game we talked about, Shadow Warrior.
Ooh.
Came out a week after this. And then the box office that week, I was going backward. Like, this is, talk about a rough week. Number 5 is a movie called The Judge.
Never heard of it.
With Judge Reinhold.
Oh, heard of it.
It was Judge Reinhold,
Oh, serious?
and it was like a reality series with his 5 sons, all also named Judge.
I remember you talking about it.
Yeah, I loved it.
No, I'm kidding. It's Robert Duvall and Robert Downey Jr. Brilliant but shady attorney returns to his Indiana hometown after learning that his mother had passed away. His arrival triggers. Whatever. Who cares?
It's the sequel to My Cousin Vinny.
Yeah. It's about it's actually My Cousin Vinny, but just from the judge's perspective. It's like, honey, this New York guy came in and he was mocking me with his suit.
I should have kicked him out because he's not a real lawyer.
Yeah. Anyway, number 4 that week was Annabelle. That horror movie that started those.
Nice.
3 was Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. Number 2 is Dracula Untold.
Ooh.
And then number 1 that week was Gone Girl with Mr. Ben Affleck.
Ooh.
Wasn't his brother in that too? Casey Affleck?
I think maybe. Who knows? It was
Yeah,
all right.
because he was one of the detectives or private eyes that was hired to go find her.
Yeah.
Unless I'm thinking of another movie. Probably not. I've only seen Gone Girl once. It was fun.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's all right.
It's Fincher. Like, it's good.
Yeah.
And then this week in news, I wanted to name a couple things that were going on. September 15th, 2014, Microsoft announces that it's purchasing Mojang, the creator of the
Mojang.
popular sandbox video game Minecraft, for $2 billion.
Yeah, Mojang.
And then October 12th, the CDC confirmed that a healthcare worker in Texas was found to be positive for the Ebola virus.
Oh, sweet.
Thanks,
First known
Obama.
case of the disease to be contracted in the U.S. And then this one, Guys, Local 1,
Oh,
October 30th, 2014, after a 48-day manhunt, survivalist Eric Frine,
yep.
who cares? Fuck his name. Accused of committing the 2014 Pennsylvania State Police barracks attack in September, is arrested outside of an abandoned airfield in Tannersville, Pennsylvania.
They didn't really arrest him as much as beat his ass.
Yeah.
Well, he eventually got arrested.
Yeah, he was living in the woods for like
Yeah, I
30
remember
months.
that.
I remember that.
Yeah, prosecutors announced several hours after that they will be seeking the death penalty.
Did they get it?
I don't
know.
even remember.
Yeah, he probably died in custody.
He's still probably wrapped up in appeals. It's only been 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, true that.
So it was released for PC, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Linux, and Mac OS X. Developed by 2K Australia and 2K Games, published by 2K. It is an action RPG looter shooter. Dr. Syintist, you picked it, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So how about you lead us into it? Tell us what this game's all about.
Well, the game is basically just Borderlands 2 engine with a little different things added in. So there's not much else. But the game starts on Sanctuary, which you may remember from Borderlands 2 is the town that they have that's floating above everything right now. It's also in Borderlands 3, but
Yes. The one you made airborne in one of the games.
Yeah,
You
I
made
made
at the
it in
beginning
2.
of 2?
I was going to say,
Yeah.
it wasn't
it was
airborne at the beginning of this game.
well,
Pre-sequel.
yes, because, well, depends on how you think of it. Because in the beginning of this game, you're starting on the
Oh, yeah.
Sanctuary in the air.
Yeah, at the end.
And it has Lilith and Mordecai and Brick. And apparently they caught Athena, who is from all the way back in Borderlands 1. If you remember that in the General Knox DLC. She was in it.
Mm-mm.
And
Never played those DLCs.
Oh, the General Knox one was good. You played it. You played Cromorax the Invincible.
I did play those DLCs.
It was 10 years ago, man.
More than that.
It has to be more than that, right?
Because this was 10 years
Oh,
ago.
that's right. You're yeah.
Yeah, the pre-sequel was 10 years ago. So 2 and 1 were like...
Yeah, I don't even want to think about it.
Anyway, there's a firing squad aimed at Athena, and Lilith's like interrogating her, and she's like, tell me about this, whatever. And Athena's like, well, that's a long story. And she goes off on this story. This is basically what this whole game is her retelling what happened before she was caught by Lilith and Brick and Mordecai. And it starts that after General Knox falls in the DLC in Borderlands 1, she kind of wanders around and becomes like not a bounty hunter, mercenary.
She's a vault hunter for hire.
Yeah. And she gets hired by underling in Hyperion to help find a vault on the moon. So she ends up going to the moon. That's kind of what the first thing is. They're taking a ship from Pandora to Helios Station, which is outside of the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
When she gets there, there's an attack by this force from the Doll Corporation. And if you played the games, you may remember there being doll weapons in Borderlands 1, but not in Borderlands 2. And this kind of explains why there wasn't.
Oh, it's deep.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny. I never even thought of it. I was just like, oh, they changed the vendor.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't think there was a lore reason for it, but now they're showing us.
This may have been made after, just to explain it away.
Yeah, right. They're like, why was it dull in it?
Too many people are asking about it, guys.
Yeah.
You got to make a reason.
Well, they're attacking Helios Station, and you kind of crash on Helios, and there's a claptrap there, and he's like, hey, I'm going to lead you to the guy who called you here. So you fight off some of the Lost Legion and stuff, and eventually you get to and save the guy who called you here, who is Jack, the main antagonist of Borderlands 2.
Jack.
Totally cool guy here, though.
Yeah, this is before Borderlands 2. So she's telling a story of what happens between Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2.
Mm-hmm.
Ergo, the name, the pre-sequel.
I don't get it. Could you start over? Get a whiteboard.
All right. So there's a sequel,
Okay.
and this happened before it.
Well, this happens after, but she's telling the story of what happened between
oh my
the two.
God, we get.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's move through it.
And so he's like going around, and eventually they're like, well, we got to do this. We got to try and save the station. And he's like, but someone is jamming our signal from the surface. We're going to have to go figure out that it is. Let's get out of here. And so you start running, and you run into Colonel Zopradon, who's leading the Doll forces into attacking. And then an alien shows up, and they destroy a bunch of escape ships and stuff. Eventually, you get on a thing, and Jack kind of like shoots you toward the surface of the moon.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I'm going to stay here and wait for you to get done. You go do this. We got to try and stop them, whatever. You have to fight. There's a boss fight here called Flame Knuckle. Not important.
Yeah, there's plenty of boss fights. It is a Borderlands game.
Yep. And, well, there are a lot of, like, when you're playing through the game, you get talk over from Athena and Lilith and Mordecai and Brick talking about how these things happen. So Jack shoots you down to outside of a town on the moon called Concordia, and you meet up with a woman named Janie Springs, who's very, I can't think of a good word to describe her.
Bubbly.
Bubbly is good, I guess. Whatever. She eventually explains to you how the mechanics on the moon work and how you need oxygen. And she gives you what they call Oz kits in the game, which let you do double jumps and like slams on the ground, and also lets you breathe outside of the oxygen atmospheres.
She's a tutorial.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember if they had that in Borderlands 2? Like the open air
No, they didn't.
They
breathing
did.
sequences? It was started in this, and I think they
It
used
was only in this, I think.
Yeah, it's not in 3.
Yeah, because I
All
remember
right.
hating that part. It was just
Okay,
like, what's the point?
well, like at the beginning, before you got like upgrades, your oxygen didn't last very long, so you had to like run
Yeah.
Yeah.
everywhere. But then once you got upgrades, it like didn't matter.
Yeah, you could have enough oxygen to do almost anything.
You know, one of those mechanics, you know what I mean? It's tough in the beginning, and then it just goes away.
Yeah.
So you do a bunch of shit, fight a boss or two, and she activates the moon buggy station. So you can eventually get on your moon buggy and drive to Concordia, which is where you're going to figure out how the jamming signal works and stuff.
So she's like, what's his name of the moon?
Scooter?
Scooter. Yeah.
So you get to Concordia, and you're like, well, we got to go talk to the Mariff, because his name is a portmanteau of mayor and sheriff.
Beautiful.
It annoys me every time I hear it, and I don't have a good reason as to why.
I know, it does sound kind of annoying, right? The Mariff.
Like a little too cute, but it does. In the world of the game, it works because it's like you could totally tell. It feels like someone who has like just a little bit of power, and they
Yeah.
totally ran wild with it.
Yeah. And they're obnoxious.
Exactly. So Marif, sure, I'll buy it for this world.
Yeah.
So you go and try and talk to him, and he's like, nope, too busy, can't. And Jack's like, well, go talk to my ex-girlfriend at the bar. And it turns out it's Moxie,
Oh.
because she has a bar everywhere.
Yeah. She's always working at them, too.
Yeah,
Is there more than one Moxie?
I don't think so.
I think canonically there isn't, but I don't know how there possibly couldn't be because she's fucking 95 places at once.
Right. She should be like cloned. We'll find that out in 4.
Yeah.
I do like this sequence. It's either here or very soon, but where she loses the accent for a second.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So to triangulate the signal of the jamming signal to get Helios back, you get some transmitters, do some bunch of fetch quests and stuff. You place transmitter around town, and you find out where the signal is, and you go there. But of course, the Mariff locks down the town, and Moxie. This is where you do it because they're like, Moxie knows how to get out of town. So you go and talk to Moxie, and she's in the back of her thing, doing her
real.
southern drawl accent and stuff.
Yeah.
He's out of her character.
Real grease monkey, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, it shows that she's what's her name's mom, Ellie's mom.
Oh, yeah.
Like it shows that connection. You know what I mean?
And Scooter.
Yeah.
Scooter. I forgot.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Rest in power, bro. Rest in power.
And then as you get out of town using Moxie's secret passageways, a big laser beam from the Helios station strikes the planet, the moon. And you're like, well, what's going on? Well, Zarpedon's going to blast the moon apart.
Of course. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. She's like, oh, they took control of the Eye of Helios, which is the big thing in the game. And she's going to try and blow up the moon. So you got to go stop it. Well, first you got to take down the jamming signal. So you go through this bullshit, get to a boss named Red Belly, who's the two people, Red and Belly, whatever. Kill him, take down the signal. And then Jack comes in and he's like, hey, let's go talk to that Mariff.
Oh, yeah. I was like, how do you get you broke the signal so he could just.
Yeah, he broke the signal so he can teleport. He can use the fast travel stations.
Right.
So you go talk to the Mariff and he's like, whatever. And then the Mariff tries to shoot Jack in the back and doesn't. I guess his gun is empty. I don't know.
Empty or jammed or
Yeah,
something.
wanted something. So Jack gets pissed and fires back and kills the Mariff.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Jack didn't like that at all. Jack might be a little unstable, guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. He kind of like
But he
the
wants
murder.
to save the moon. His whole plan is to save the moon. And this is where he's going to do it because he's going to we got to build a robot army to attack the station, take out all those doll soldiers.
Makes
and
sense.
the only way we can do that is step 1, find a military grade AI.
Now we're talking.
And where are you going to do that?
Drakensberg?
Yeah, there's a crash ship
I fucking knew it.
from the Doll Corporation that has a military AI on it. It has a guy named the bosun and a woman named the skipper who run it. So you got to go try and get it from them. And then there's a thing here where you meet a guy named Pickle who's just a little kid with a Cockney accent. He's really annoying.
He's just
Sometimes the Borderlands humor doesn't hit as hard, you know?
No.
helping. No.
They
That's
needed
okay,
somebody to take Tiny Tina's place and it didn't work.
No. No, you can't replace Tiny Tina.
No.
Come on.
Yeah.
So you go to the crash ship, and eventually you're going through it. The skipper starts trying to help you break her out, like opening doors and stuff. And he's like, I just want to get out of here. She makes it seem like she's in some kind of jail, and the guy's just keeping her there.
Yeah, that's almost exactly what it is.
Yeah. But she eventually talks to me into jettisoning the engine. And then this part's made me laugh, at least, when he summons his main bad guy poop deck, and Skipper accidentally closes the door on him and kills him.
Oh, yeah, like immediately.
Yeah.
Accidentally.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's like, whoops. Then you fight the bosun, which I remember being an absolutely annoying fight. And eventually you find out that Skipper is actually the AI of the ship that the guy was using and retooling or whatever.
Right.
So you kind of download her into a little thing, and now you have your AI.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Done.
Part 2 of the plan.
Oh.
We need to build some military robots. So you go meet this guy named Gladstone. He's a researcher and experimental tech. You save him or from whatever. He's like, well, I was building this robot that makes other robots. And Jack's like, that's great. Let's do that. That'll get us a robot army. So you go do a bunch of fetch quests and stuff where you make an eye, and you eventually end up building a constructor robot from Borderlands 2, which is just a robot that makes other loaders, robots to fight. Really annoying.
Oh, yeah. You see a lot of them.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Weren't there loaders that just exploded, like ran up to you and exploded? Those were fucking annoying.
Yeah.
I was not a fan of the loader enemies.
No.
And they used a lot of them in this game. A lot of them.
But the plan is you build this constructor, and then they want to download Felicity into it, which is the name the skipper goes by now. And I guess I should have mentioned that.
That's not who I thought was voicing it. Okay.
The AI doesn't want to be downloaded in because it's going to erase her code. She's like, why don't you just copy me? And that takes some time. And Jack's like, nope, we're downloading you in. So he downloads you into the constructor, and it kind of drives her crazy a little bit. And then you have to fight the constructor robot with Felicity in it.
Yeah, I'd do the same thing if I was shoved into a robot I didn't want to be in.
Yeah. So you eventually take it down, but then you build the first constructor robot, which makes loaders.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Starts pumping out loaders. And they're like, all right, now that we got all this, we got to attack Helios Station. Let's go to Moxie's and find a way there. And here you meet up with Lilith and Roland, who have been in the background of this story a couple of times. But now they're ready to help you try and take down the Helios Station, which makes me wonder why they're having this conversation if Lilith was there for most of it.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Is this the sequence where they're on the ship and Jack's like, these people are all traitors?
Not yet.
Okay. That's why I was vague. Because
Right.
that's kind of a big moment.
But no, they're with you in Concordia in Moxie's bar, and like, well, we got to go attack it. So we'll transport there. So they transport there, and they kind of get split up somehow. You go one way, and Lilith and Roland go another way. And like, well, we have to get to the Eye of Helios and shut it down so she stops bombarding the surface with these lasers. But you got to go save Gladstone in the R&D and stuff.
Yeah, it can't hack itself.
Yeah, you need him to hack and all the scientists that are with him. So you go save him, save some scientists, and you lower the defenses, and you go back to Jack. And here is the part you were talking about, Poppascotch.
Yes.
He's like, oh, somebody's betraying me to Zarpedon. So it's got to be these scientists. So he just spaces a bunch of scientists in the space. And Gladstone's like, well, why are you doing that? They might be spies, so I got to get rid of them.
Yep.
I think this is where you really get the fact that Jack's starting to lose it.
Yeah, well, he kind of enjoyed the first murder he did. Now he's just like, this is fucking great.
Yeah, it kind of loses its edge because you know where he ends up into.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the prequel dilemma, though, right?
Yeah.
Like, I already know where this is going, you know?
Exactly.
So now they're working their way on getting to the laser to shut it down. Everything, and Zarpedon has been locked out. Zarpedon locked everybody out of the systems and stuff, so we got to go through there and shut the core down manually.
Obviously, man.
That's got to be a bingo board spot.
It is. You got to either shut the generator off or turn it on, and we're shutting it off in this game.
Reactor core shut down.
So Moxie's there to help you and stuff, and you eventually fight your way there, and you get to the reactor, and you shut it down, and you're trying to get to the laser core, and here's where you have your battle with Colonel Zarpedon.
Oh, nice power mech.
Yeah. So you fight her, and then after you beat her in the mech, she pops out, and she's iridium infused, sort of. If you know what the game is, it's iridium's kind of like the thing they find on Pandora. That's the alien tech.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The Guardians.
Yep.
Yeah.
The currency that I think it's like an upgrade currency.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And she says here that she's been in the vault, and she can't let Jack get to it because she knows what's in there and it's not good. But eventually you beat her anyway.
Yeah, because Jack's like, well, the vault's open then.
Yeah, he's like, all we got to do is get there.
Nice.
And Jack kind of just kills Zarpedon. And then you get to the laser and they're like, well, we got to overload it now. And there's this long explanation that they've been using slag to power the thing, which is a runoff of the iridium refinement process. You learn all that in Borderlands 2.
Yeah, they just had to put that in there because there were slag weapons.
And you find out that the laser is actually just a big eyeball from the boss of the first Borderlands game, the Destroyer.
Nice.
And they're charging it and then firing at the surface.
That was awesome. You think it's some kind of like crazy future tech, and it's like, no, we ripped this eyeball out of this monster.
Yeah, it's still like alive, basically.
The eyeball works. He's immortal.
Yeah.
So you inject the eyeball with a whole bunch of slag so it shuts down because it has fail safes in it so it doesn't overload. You know, the typical excuse. Let's just overload it because that works for everything.
That's what I usually do.
And then the laser starts to reboot and Lilith's like, sorry guys, we're going to kill you all because we can't let Jack do this. And makes like this big black hole and it just erupts the Destroyer eye. I don't even know exactly how they do it. But
I thought they teleported it somewhere.
no, I think it just blows up on the third thing.
Okay.
So, but Jack and you guys survive it, whoever plays the game. And Jack's a little bit more crazy now. So he's like, let's go to the vault. She said kind of where Zarpedon kind of told us where it was. So let's go to the doll refinement factory and we'll go there. And eventually you fight your way all the way to the vault and you get in. And everybody's kind of pissed at Lilith and Roland for trying to kill him. Makes sense.
Sure. It's understandable, right?
So they get to the vault entrance. They ride this deep elevator all the way down into the middle of the thing. And it's kind of the weird alien place that exists in Borderlands, every Borderlands game.
Yeah.
And eventually you step into the vault and there's a boss in there called the Sentinel and you fight it. And the only loot they can find is kind of like this vault symbol. And Jack touches it and it starts showing him flashes of what happens in Borderlands 2 with the warrior and all that other stuff.
Gives him a purpose.
Yeah, and Jack's like, I get it now. I know what we have to do. And then Lilith shows up and punches him in the face. And it kind of like, it disfigures Jack or whatever because he kind of, everything goes crazy. I don't even know why she shows up, to be honest. Does she steal the vault symbol?
No, she punches it into his face. And
Yeah,
I think it just,
and it doesn't really do anything except make Jack pissed. And this is kind of where Jack starts hating bandits and he's like, oh, I'm going to kill them all. Do all this.
yeah. Well,
He really hates bandits, but he thinks everyone's a bandit. So
yeah.
So that's kind of the whole origin of Handsome Jack. Because then he wears a thing on his face.
Yeah.
Then it cuts back to Athena tied up and Lilith interrogating her. And he's like, after that, I left Jack's employ. And Lilith's like, well, why'd you help him? And he's like, you tried to kill me. And she's like, well, whatever, shoot him. And then Brick and Mordecai are like, no, there's no reason to shoot him. But they shoot anyway. And then kind of all the bullets stop in midair. And all of a sudden there's one of the aliens there that kind of happened at the beginning of her flashback. And the alien's like, war is coming. You need as many vault hunters as you can get. I'm not going to let you kill this one. And that kind of ends it.
Right into the second one.
Yep. And then it goes through. And then there's a post sequence of Jack taking over Hyperion, which doesn't really matter much. He kills the guy who does run Hyperion and takes it over.
And that's
it's kind of what he did.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
he got like fired in the first scene. And he's like, no.
Yeah, you're not gonna. Yeah, the whole game is basically explaining what happens in Borderlands 2.
How Jack became the enemy. Yeah.
And it was how much time elapsed between this and 2? Did it go right into it?
Do you mean her story in 2?
Yes.
I don't know. I think sometime.
I think
Because she talks about leaving Jack's employ and walking and doing other things.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I'm just wondering how long Jack's reign of terror was if this was the beginning. Because Lilith Roland's still alive, but
He's not a. Oh, yeah. Well,
He dies
this
too.
is at the end. Yeah.
But also, after this game, that alien came and said, oh, Borderlands 3 is next. And that happens like years later.
Yeah.
Like many years later. So whatever.
Yeah.
That was the game. It explained Borderlands 2, basically.
I guess they're just being vague about years.
Yeah.
Like
who
how
knows,
much time
man?
has elapsed in between them. Who cares? What does it matter, right?
Who knows how much a year is on that fucking planet anyway?
It could be 6 seconds on our planet. Who knows?
Exactly. You get it.
And this could have happened
Billions
2
of years
seconds
ago.
before Borderlands 3 starts. You don't know.
It could.
True.
I don't think we're supposed to know, guys.
That's the beauty of it.
All right, well, that's it. We did it. We got through the game, and we're better people.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and move into our favorite segment, Final Thoughts. And we'll start with you there, Sir Chump Slap.
Fucking do it.
Did watching this video make you want to dive back into Borderlands?
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Did the story work for you, or are you even going to waste your time without these plans? And what score out of 27 stars you think you'd give by popular demand?
Okay, not terrible. Not terrible.
That could be your best.
Nice.
We keep saying that now. I think
I
he's,
know,
just
he's-
he's getting better.
He's either that or preparing them during the week.
Well, these are like 2s or 3s on the scale. So I think I just spent the last 6 years setting the bar so low
That could be it.
that you guys are like, that was coherent. Good job.
All right. Did I want to play it after watching this? No, not this one. I don't know. Might be done with Borderlands altogether. But I definitely didn't want to play this one. I didn't like it as much as the others.
No. It was like at the end of the PS3, so it was kind of...
Yeah, and it seemed like they just slopped it together real quickly.
Seems like it was a big expansion.
Yeah, they just used the same engine and everything, just same shit. So no, I don't want to play it. Did the story work for me? I mean, I guess, yeah. It's a story of the Jack becoming evil, turns from a fucking, just some type of higher up to an evil dictator of a company. And they show you how and why. Makes sense. Story works. And I mean, the characters, classic Borderlands, humor, they all have fucking very different personalities and voice acting's great. So out of 27 stars, I'm going to give this one 11.
Okay.
Because, I mean, it's not great, but it was still good. And it still had a story, beginning, middle, end. Characters were good. Yeah, there it is. It's an 11.
All right. Well, there you have it. 11. I think I'm up next.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got
I
you,
just don't
bud.
remember. Oh, good, because I didn't know the questions.
Did watching this make you want to play the pre-sequel?
Oh,
Was the story pretty bad, or did it have no equal? And out of 27 stars, how many did this squeak, y'all?
perfect.
Thanks.
Did watching this make me want to play it? No, I played Tiny Tina like a year ago, or
Right.
a year and a half, 2 years. I don't remember. That scratched the itch. And I don't know if I'm done with Borderlands, but I'm more done with Borderlands than not done with Borderlands, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you're about 60% done, but you could be called back.
Yeah, the next one needs to really get me.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if it's great, I'll play it. Like, if it looks good, if it's got good reviews, hell yeah, I'll give it a shot. I hope it's great.
Yeah.
But I'm not dying for more. I think we got too much Borderlands too fast. And boy, did we put hours into those fucking
Yeah, for real.
Christ. Okay, so didn't make me want to jump into Borderlands. Did the story work for me? I mean, I guess, like I said before, it kind of suffers from that, like that prequel problem where we know where all the characters are going to be, so the stakes don't matter as much.
Right.
You know, like we all knew Jack is going to survive this whole game, so when you boss fight him, like you're going to beat him.
Yeah. You know, the only surprises would be the new characters they put in and how they did anything.
Oh, I guess the ones on the moon.
Yeah, because you never go back to the moon.
We also didn't explain that you play as characters that are from Borderlands 1 or 2. I forgot to mention that. The bad guys like Wilhelm and Nisha.
Right.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. But anyway, did the story work for me? I mean, I think it's nice that they added more lore and more content to it, and they made an effort to make it fit within the story, because they could have just thrown random ass characters and had this been like a spinoff, but they didn't.
Yeah.
They tried to make it fit with the lore, so I guess we'll give them points there. But final score, I'm gonna give it a 9.
Yeah, that's where I was between 9 and 11, but
I don't think it's bad. I just think that because it's the Borderlands format and because the story was a little bit like hampered by where it was gonna go, like just not too much actually happened, and it was just forgettable.
right.
Like, there's a billion moments I remember from 1 and 2 and 3, but pre-sequel I forgot all of it because it just blended with the other ones.
Yeah, well, it blends with 2 too well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's kick it over to Dr. Syintist then.
All right.
You go ahead there, Sir Chump Slap.
All right.
You earned it.
Did watching this video make you want to loot a shooter? Was the story pretty good, or was it more like a poot? Or
Good.
out of 27 stars, how many would you give this, Cooter? Yeah, I called you Cooter.
Yeah, I
like
think
it.
Poppascotch might beat you today.
Oh, not one. My first one was good.
All right.
Only took 280 of these fucking things.
Would I play it? I didn't play Tiny Tina, so I think I could go for a Borderlands game right about now. Although I don't think I would buy it if it was more than $10.
Nah, play Tiny Tina then.
Yeah.
At least it's new.
Yeah, but I'd rather play like a game with a story.
There's a story.
Tiny Tina is made up in its world.
Well, Well, yeah, but there's a story of the people playing the game.
Yeah.
Well, this was all
But it's not
just a
going to be as good
story.
as, it's not going to be as good as Tiny Tina's DLC was.
But this was a story.
It was a story.
Yeah.
Chump Slap's correct.
The story worked for me. I mean, it was all right. I like how they retconned in Jack's origin here, and they tried to make it seem like he was doing good. I like how it did the perspective of the bad guys who are doing good because they're trying to save the moon, but they end up not because the good guys kind of force their hand.
Right.
Yeah, you're saying the best bad guys are the ones that think they're the good guys.
Yeah, but also Lilith and Roland kind of screwed him over for no reason that they don't really explain other than to keep him out of the vault, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like Athena thought she was doing the right thing because she was saving the moon and stuff. And she was paid to do it. She was a mercenary.
Yeah.
Whatever.
She's just, that's her job.
I think it was all right. I'm going to have to go with Poppascotch on this one and give it 9 stars.
All right.
That gives us a total score of 29.
Oh.
Oh, we got to go way back to get anything in the high 20s here. A lot of low 30s. Oh, here we go. Ratchet and Clank Deadlocked from March 2nd, 2023. We gave it 28.
Yep. Wasn't the best in the series, but it was okay.
September 8th, 2022. We all remember Rule of Rose. We gave that a 27.
Oh, right.
We all remember that vividly.
I kind of remember that.
I got a tattoo
That was the one
about
with the
that one.
blimp and the girl who was...
Yes.
The guy died at the
I
end.
know what you're talking about.
And Alien Isolation, we gave it 26. Fear 2 Project Origin, we gave it 28. Way back in July 22nd, 2021.
Yeah. These are all perfectly right in the wheelhouse.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's kind of scary how much we nail this.
I'm used to it by now.
Yeah. Nothing scares me anymore.
How could it? That gives us a score of 29. Unless you guys have nothing else to say about this, we'll go ahead and move into the cool down topic.
Oh.
Damn.
I wish I had like a sound effect that's like that Coors Light
You
crackling
can.
ice
You're the
sound effect.
producer.
Oh, here it is. Oh, that was pretty sick, right?
That was fucking nice.
I was actually waiting for something.
It'll be there in the post.
I get
It was
that
in
now.
the post. God damn it! You just ruined the. You know what? Never mind. So you got a cool down topic for us, Chump Slap?
Nope.
Why would he? I did the game.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, why would he? What do you got for us, Dr. Scientist?
All right, I got a situation for you, Poppascotch.
Oh, I can see.
Yeah, you can put yourself in Poppascotch's pants for this one.
I always do.
I always thought about this as a premise for a movie, and I want to run it by you on what you would think.
Okay.
Say you're in a grocery store, and a guy walks up to you, looks
Been there.
exactly like you, but he's maybe a little bit older, a little grayer, a little chubbier, and he's like, "Oh, thank God I found you. I need your help. I'm from the future. I got to change the past, and you're the only one who can help me." What would it take for you to believe him?
I mean, instinct. If I'm at the grocery store, I don't want to be talking to anybody.
Yeah.
Like I do self checkout for a
I
reason.
think I'd know that about myself.
Well, all right.
No.
Let's say
I
you
don't want
say
to get
this,
stuck
and his
on that.
response is, "Well, I had to check our credit card bills, and I knew you'd be here today around this time, and I was waiting."
Why didn't you just go to where I live?
Maybe he didn't think you were going to be there. He doesn't have clear, exact recollection of
He
what he
knows
was
I'd
doing
be
at this
there
time.
eventually.
Well, yeah, he was trying to catch you earlier.
I don't want to nitpick too much on the fact I'm in a grocery store.
It could have been anywhere. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it would take a lot. I mean, if someone comes up and says they're me from the future, I would think they're crazy to start off with.
Even though he looks exactly like you.
I'd be like, let me see your dick.
Then we'll know.
Do you think that would work on yourself?
Yeah. I'd be like, sure. Check it out. I'd be like,
All right, let's say it's exactly what you want to see.
it looks exactly like mine. I'd be like, all right. Well then,
That's what it would take a dick showing contest for Poppascotch or Chump Slap to believe him.
well, I'd ask
for
him something
me-
only I know.
But
Yeah,
you know,
for me, it would take, like, I'd have to be asked or given information, something only I know and never told anybody.
can you think of anything right now that you would only know?
Oh, absolutely. But I am not going to fucking. Absolutely. There's a couple things, but I'm not about to fucking air them out here. That's for damn sure.
Just in case one of us goes and runs into you at the thing and is like, "Hey, we're from the future."
Exactly. This is like fucking Inception with the totem. You don't hand it off to somebody else, then you won't know if you're in a dream.
All right.
Right.
Let's change the situation a little bit.
Okay.
Let's say it's someone who looks exactly like me, except I'm a little bit older and a little bit chubbier. And I'm trying to convince you that I'm from the future.
I know what I'd do. I'd ask you to see your wallet.
Okay, what if it has exactly what you want and the credit and everything's like the The license is the
I'd
same
look at-
picture.
Yeah. Well, if the license is the picture, it's got your name on it,
And its
it's a
expiration
future
date's
name.
15 years in the future.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it. What do you need?
I think it'd freak me out more if you were younger. Like if high school Dr. Scientist walked up, I'd be like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. You'd be like,
High school Dr. Scientist probably wouldn't even know who you were.
yeah, it'd be like, fuck you.
Probably not.
What are you in 7th grade?
Poppascotch. You didn't even have that name. Man.
I was in 8th grade.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It would take some real convincing because of the implausibility of the situation. But
I think I'd
I'm not
go
saying
with it.
I would not be convinced.
But you just don't know right now what would convince you.
What would convince you, scientist?
No, it would have to be something that only
why I
I
ask.
know. That would convince me.
Well, yeah, if I'd asking myself thing would be easy. But
Yeah. But if Poppascotch ran it, I'd be like, why don't you go fucking talk to yourself, dick?
but what if he needs me to help him save the future?
Oh yeah. It's something only scientists can do. Like be an asshole.
Where are we going with this, scientist?
I don't know. That was the premise for my movie, was trying to convince your friend that you're from the future.
Oh, that's the whole movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like set him up for some weird thing at the end and then just laughing at him. Like he's on a boat.
It
with
turns
like
into like the game. It's just a party.
yeah, yeah. Like he's on a boat with a lightning rod standing out in a storm with it attached to something weird.
It's like, is this going to work, scientist?
I don't know. I made the whole thing up.
What?
Kind of like a gang breaks D situation.
Yeah.
There you go.
Not that I'm ever going to make the movie, but I thought I was wondering what it would take to convince people.
I think I could get convinced.
I think I could. I think there's room for it, but it would have to be like, I don't know. I'm very aware of like the psychics and the tricks they use, the Barnum statements and all that shit.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I would definitely be like, wait, what angle are you working here? And I'd have like my hand on my wallet, like, what's going on here?
I'd ask him for the scientific description of how he's got back here. Like, what'd you do? How is there a machine in the future? Do you take a pill?
It's like, oh, I ate an old credit card. I'd be like, fuck, it could be me.
I don't know.
We never got that 99 Messier in NHL 2024.
It is me.
That would be it. The fact you didn't get that 92 overall Howe in NHL 18 really burns your.
You're still thinking about it 20 years later.
Let it go. That's the whole thing. That's all you need to do.
It was like a fucking Christmas story moment. Like, you have to let it go. That was the whole point of all this. Your life goes terrible if you don't let it go. Me in the future is a divorced dad. My kid wants nothing to do with me.
You're like
the whale from.
Yeah. Living in fucking Chump Slap's basement.
Dude, he's got a room upstairs you could use.
Shut up.
No, but that's how bad they got me. That I have
Yeah.
to sleep in basements.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Well, that was it. I just kind of
That was
wanted to know. Yeah.
Good one.
Well, what would it take you people out there? Like, what would convince you? We'd love to hear from your emails. And where would they send those, Sir Chump Slap?
Plottytime@gmail.com, like every week.
Yeah, 100% guaranteed response rate. Still.
For true.
Season 6 we're on. We're halfway through our fucking 6th season.
I got no life.
Episode 300's coming up. This was 279.
Oh, we should do a special episode.
Yeah, we'll think of
The
something.
game 300.
Play ourselves from the future trying to convince us.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice. There we go. But if they want to get to us faster on the socials with more ways they can convince us that we're us from the future, where would they do that, Dr. Scientist?
At Plotty Time on Instagram or Threads, or start a Reddit thread, whatever. People will respond, I think, sometimes.
Yeah, just throw something in that thread about smell-o-vision.
Yeah, get more likes on there.
And then head over to YouTube. Like and subscribe there. Really helps us out. Or go to our store, plottytime.com, which redirects you to our eBay store where you can buy stuff there. That does it for us. So, as always, shout out to Blaine JJ, Drago the Slago, Gamer's Little Playground. I am Panex and Luis Guzman. Don't trust Dr. Scientist, and we'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Peace.